Hey everybody, it's the Wargaming Guy. This is going to be kind of a brand new type of video for me. We're going to sort of do a watch along on this brand new video that popped up today. That's Thursday, October 28th. That's when the first I saw of it. And it is for Ardennes Offensive, Decisive Campaigns Ardennes Offensive, which comes out on November 18th. So I'm hoping that Matrix Slytherin will be nice to me again and give me this game, hopefully maybe a little early so you can check it out before it pops up and you can make your decision to buy or not. This has been one of the longest drawn out series of games, I think, in gaming history, and it's very unusual because each of these, the first two games were pretty similar. The third one on the Russian front was totally different, and now this one in the Ardennes is totally different. So I don't know how much of a series it really is, but it uses the same UI and the same engine, I think, although the engine for this one must have been modified quite a bit because the scale is vastly different. So let's take a look, and I'll pause now and then to just kind of throw a few thoughts of my own in.
Decisive Campaigns Ardennes Offensive is the fourth war game in the Decisive Campaigns series.
Look at that.
Compared to the previous iterations,
yeah, did you see the scale of that? The whole thing, when you play the whole battle, is going to be big. Look at those counters. I think the counters look really interesting, and apparently maybe different armies or different divisions or something, different corps have different colors, because here's these guys are kind of reddish. These are your usual, what you would expect, gray. Here's some that are kind of brownish, and what little we can see, the allies are green. And look at the map. It looks beautiful. This, and there's the inset map over here. This is big, and it's going to be beautiful, and it is on a battalion. Ooh, look at that. It is on a battalion level scale. Again, totally new for this series
of the franchise. Ardennes features a significantly lower scale, which allows for even more realism.
Now you can see, if you look, sorry about the thing that's in the way, but you can see down here, this is very similar to the other games in this series. So, and some of these are close. They're redesigned, but this looks a lot like what we had in Barbarossa. So some of it is new. Some of it looks like it's modified and, updated.
And a greater level of detail, truly bringing operational wargaming to life. Decisive Campaigns Ardennes Offensive is a real, classic hex and counter wargame at its core, where the main unit of maneuvers is the battalion.
Nice.
The Ardennes setting and the scale both have huge implications when it comes to rules. The rule set is designed to stay true to the series, but also to bring gameplay improvements to fit the tactical scale. New rules are introduced, such as line of sight, intercept fire, traffic jams, and...
He was intercepted there by artillery, apparently. My question is, it looks like the artillery maybe has a 1 hex range. So then, of course, I'm assuming all the other units, armored infantry, whatever, have just your regular old, you got to get right up next to the hex in order to fight. But here it goes. And as you can see, if you've played any of these Decisive Campaign games, this looks completely familiar to you.
Kampfgruppen. You can play the whole Ardennes campaign on a 1 kilometer per hex map.
Wow.
With battalion-sized units at your command. Each day is divided into 4 turns, including a night turn.
All right, that's interesting. 4-day turns, or 4-turn days. Sorry. Yeah, that's very interesting. I think it's going to make it manageable in terms of scale. And I like how, look at these. Apparently, these are the commanders, the names of the commanders of these battalions. So a lot of research has gone into this. I love the map. And I'm guessing this means you can see into these hexes. I don't know.
The game comes with 2 huge, full campaign scenarios lasting over 16 days and a dozen smaller scenarios focusing on several days of combat on specific...
Nice. I like that we're going to get smaller campaigns, which you would expect, scenarios that you would expect that. But that's going to be really cool. It's a good way to learn the game, and it's a good way to fight out historically, like Saint Vith or Bastogne. I'm sure those will be in there. Probably have one of the Third Army relieving Bastogne, etc.
Specific parts of the front. The need for abstraction, necessary in higher scale simulations, is now significantly reduced. Troops are now modeled per squad and per single vehicle or gun. When inspecting the map, you can almost make out every single house. Small villages and hamlets are now visible, as well as height levels.
Okay, obviously we are not zoomed in enough to do some of what they were just saying there. I don't see any, almost every house. But anyway, that's still cool. And I like this over here on the right here where they've got the town. I don't know if that's an actual picture of the town, a rendering or whatever it is, but it gives you like more information about this little village than you would probably ever want or need to have. So that's cool.
The map is bristling with details. This includes 6 different ground states, 3 of which are purely for aesthetics. Weather is more detailed than ever before, with 5 different weather conditions for day turns and 3 ones for night turns. The game has 10 different landscape types.
Now you can see again here, this looks exactly like the Decisive Campaign games that we played in the past, with these windows that pop up and run through the thing and press any key to move on. So that's all very familiar. It is interesting. Afternoon clear, medium freeze. So apparently you've got medium freeze. I assume you'd have light freeze and maybe heavy freeze, or who knows.
Affecting movement and recon. Ardennes Offensive feels both familiar and fresh at the same time. The new scale and mechanics add a strong tactical dimension to the game.
Man, I love these. I love these units. They're just gorgeous. And the map, I'm wondering if the map, when you actually have it on your computer, I think it's going to pop even more. But it looks pretty darn amazing, if you ask me. So I don't know about you, but this has certainly got me more excited than I was about this game. I mean, I was looking forward to it, but man, this looks like it's going to be a visual feast for your eyes as well as everything else.
Making it by far the most immersive title of the series.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I missed that. Let's just see if I can't back that up. Just there we go. Come on, baby. Come on. There. This, again, is familiar. The way that you can attack, you can call in all these units and blah, blah, blah. And if you attack from different sides, it adds to your possibilities of success. So he's still doing all this as well. And over here, look at that. So, yep, it does look familiar, but it also does look different. So I think that's actually not just PR. It seems to be pretty accurate.
By far, the most immersive title of the series.
There you go. It's out on November 18th, which is coming up very soon. And as soon as I get my hot little hands on it and they let me, I will be putting it on this channel. So what do you think? I'm excited about this. I can't wait to play it. And I think it's going to be a challenging game. And, when I first heard it was going to be the Ardennes Offensive, I was like, oh, the Battle of the Bulge. But actually, I don't think we've had a Battle of the Bulge game for a while, have we? I'm just trying to think, and I can't recall one real recently. So, why not? And I hate to say this, but at least it's not the Russian front, I love Russian front games, don't get me wrong, but come on, man. There was more to the war than this. And I'd still like to see this battalion level game. Might be very interesting if you could translate that to the Pacific. But I know I'm probably barking up the wrong tree, but whatever. So that's going to do it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, this is the Wargaming Guy saying thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. And I will see you later.